Hey guys, so I woke up today looking like a gremlin. I am not ready for the day at all yet or to go out and show my face, but I have this new package that came to my house and I'm really happy. This is the Zoji Rushi rice cooker. So they make some of the best rice cooking, like kitchenware products in terms of cooking rice. If you go to any Asian household, they know about the elephant rice cooker because their logo is an elephant and they have some of the most amazing products when it comes to making rice. They literally make it. This rice cooker literally makes the rice perfectly the way I want it. And this one is the perfect size. The new one I got. It's a small, like kind of like personal portion meant for 2 to 3 people. You will see that there's different options to cook. You can cook porridge, mixed rice, brown rice, and so yeah, it's like a perfect portion for normal people. It's one reina, but anyway, it also comes with a measurement so you can see how much water you need per cup of rice. So anyway, with this rice cooker, I'm going to pair today with curry. All right, so you guys I've been doing more and more cooking videos, and curry is one of the most popular. I say like most simple. Like I literally had all these ingredients laying around my house. Like I was just like, I'm gonna make curry. I was like hungry, and then curry is very easy to make a lot of. I make curry a lot for like hot pots and stuff. You just make a big pot of it and it's just like, like everybody loves curry. It's just like rice and some sauce, some really delicious tasting sauce. And here I basically cut up all the ingredients already. Again, this is pretty much staple food that I have in the house already. I didn't have to go out and buy anything. I have carrots, I have shallots, I have tomatoes. I got this curry from Yummy Buy, and I also got potatoes and chicken. So the curry powder I actually got from Yummy Buy, like I said earlier. If you use my code REINAH3, you get a discount on their products. And they have a lot of other Asian products as well you can usually find in certain markets. So we're going to start off by just seasoning the chicken a little bit because if you're like me, I absolutely love black pepper. So I just love to grind black pepper on like everything. So this is chicken breast in front of me, so I guess I'm trying to go for like a little bit more lean curry, I guess. It doesn't really matter what kind of meat you use. I've seen beef curry. I've done beef curry, pork curry, chicken curry. Lamb curry is the best in my opinion because I just love lamb. Anyway, I'm going to find kind of like a little pan, a little pot to hold all the sauce. Start off with some oil, heat that up, and then I'm going to add in the shallots. If you have garlic as well, garlic is also very great accompaniment to this dish. I legit was just too lazy to cut the garlic because sometimes like the outer shell of the garlic, I'm just like, I don't want to peel it right now. I told you I literally woke up and I'm really lazy and I was like, I need to eat some food. So I'm just gonna saute the shallots a little bit. I love shallots, in case you guys haven't noticed. If you have actual onions, like the big ones, use that too because I didn't have that in the house. So use onions and shallots, whatever. Anyway, add in the chicken. We're gonna give it a little bit of sear before we add in everything else. So I'm just gonna cook these chicken breasts and get it nice and browned. And of course, I'm going to add more black pepper because, like I said, I just love the taste of black pepper. Thumbs up if you're a black pepper lover. I just love everything black pepper everywhere. I honestly don't even need that much salt on steak. I just need a lot of black pepper. So a lot of Asian cuisine, I actually use this called Shaoxing wine. What my parents told me about the purpose of this is that the rice wine actually gets rid of kind of like I like the smell of the raw meat. It just kind of gives it like a certain taste. Like, well, I mean, like beer and wine. Like people do beer battered fish. It's kind of like the same concept. It's rice wine. And I'm going to season it with a little bit of this granulated chicken mix, which is kind of like chicken bouillon. Again, I found this on Yummy Buy as well. And now I'm going to add in some of these soy sauce. This is seasoned soy sauce by Lim Kum Ki. And you can use any basic soy sauce, doesn't really matter. I just like to season my chicken a little bit before I add in the actual curry and mix everything in because I don't want, like when you just add chicken in like that and just boil it with the curry, it just tastes very plain. There's no flavor to it. Next, I'm going to add the carrots and then I'm going to add the potatoes in. I'm just going to separate it a little bit at first because I'm going to have the chicken grilling on one side and I want the vegetables a little bit browned on their own too because, and more black pepper because I love black pepper. But yeah, when you saute the actual ingredients a little bit, it makes the curry more like flavorful because if it just think of it, if you just add curry and make a big pot of watered curry and just add in ingredients after, it literally just tastes like boiled veggie. There's no like texture to the actual product of itself. I know it eventually all gets boiled anyway, but I just like this. There might be some kind of scientific reason behind it, but I don't know. This is just trial and error. I've been cooking on a while and I like this way better, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add in a block of curry. They come in little chunks like that. Just break it a little bit. They actually melt really, really fast. So you just want to make sure in this whole process you're watching this, because curry, yeah, of course you let it stew for a little bit, but at the beginning you just got to make sure like everything's in the pot correctly while it's being stewed, because after it's being stewed you can't really change it after. So just add in a little bit of water. I just enough to cover, just to see kind of like the thickness of the curry. I see now that it's a little bit too thick. It's gonna definitely thicken up as it stews. So the water was just meant for everything to boil in and let the curry blocks kind of like melt in a little bit, because I know some people get really lazy with these curry blocks because they're like, oh, it's curry blocks, like I literally can just, you know, put everything in. No, I mean you can, but just like there's always different techniques and textures to cooking that makes the food taste a little bit different. But yeah, right now it's a little bit too thick, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. But either way, I like my curry more of a like stew like rather than watery like. It really is preference. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water, because like the water does evaporate, you know, it's not going to stay there as I'm cooking. Then now I'm going to add in tomatoes. Now the tomatoes is actually a new thing. My boyfriend actually told me about tomatoes, because once the tomato is stewed in the curry, it literally tastes like nothing. And it's the tomatoes have like this like very subtle acidicness, and adds in a little bit more sweet flavor into the curry. And you know what? I've been doing this since he told me about the tomatoes, and I actually really like the tomatoes in my curry now. So after a little bit, after the curry starts to boil, I'm not gonna actually add in, this is kind of like, I guess, my secret ingredient. You don't really see this in any kind of recipe. I like to add in miso paste, because one, miso paste gives it more of a flavor, and also because miso paste is a staple in my household for me personally, because miso paste, you can literally make a soup out of like nothing. Like you can just make a soup in like 10 minutes, and my family love soup. So like out of nowhere, you can just pull up some miso paste, some water, and just put a lot of veggies in there, and the miso paste just gives it so much great flavor, and it also helps thicken the sauce. So I definitely let this stew on medium heat for quite a bit. And you can see it's like a light, nice texturized consistency. I like it thick. I like it thick and gooey like this. Like I don't like it too watery. This is like the perfect texture for me. I know every person is different, but everything is melted in. And now we have the rice. So the rice cooker that I got really makes some of the best, most fluffy rice ever. And when you have the rice for curry, I tend to make it not as ripe. So I added a little bit less water to the rice cooker, so it's a little bit hardened, not like super soft rice, you know, because when you eat curry, the curry is already very like a lot of moisture, right? So if you have like really wet rice with curry, it just tastes like blah. You need the rice to have more of a texture, so I want to make the texture of the rice a little bit harder, and it's perfect. Add a little bit of furikake. You don't have to do this part, but my family loves furikake. So furikake is like seaweed seasonings, some sesame seeds, and then you know, you can shape out the rice however you want. I just made a heart shape, and that's it. You have your curry. It's not that hard. Very simple. It's basically just, I mean, in the end, it's basically just throw everything in the pot and make sure things don't burn. But I mean, there's like certain steps to make the right curry taste better, but it's not that hard. It's really just very simple, and you make a lot of it. That's my favorite part. You can make so much curry at one time. Like, it's just a lot, and I need to eat a lot. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what kind of recipe you want to see next. I want you to try my curry real quick. My heart curry.
Your heart curry?
Made
okay.
with love.
So much love. I can't handle it. It's overflowing over here.
It's overflowing, yes. Just like my boobs.
Uh-huh. No one complains about that, though. But I'm not complaining about free food. It's great. It looks kind of spicy.
It's not spicy. My family can't eat spicy.
Oh my god.
It's made with love.
There's tomato in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like the way you like it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, with tomato. It's great. Oh my god. This is really good. A lot of flavor. What else you put in it? Curry blocks, right? Or did you make your own curry?
I can't make my own curry. I'm not curry enough.
You're not curry enough?
Curry enough. It's just curry blocks, but I just added other spices and stuff.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and make sure to check out my website for all my merchandise. I've got clothing, prints, and stickers all up on there. And make sure to check out my social media, my Facebook page. I do a lot of live streaming, and on my Instagram page I do a lot of giveaways, and on my Twitter page I also give a shout out to where I might be, so you guys can kind of follow me on my journey, okay? And then check out my other videos, and again, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.